Next, we shall consider the incomplete dominance with respect to starch grain size in the seeds of pea plants. In the pea plants, starch synthesis takes place, which is controlled by a gene. Now here the meaning of starch, it is a polysaccharide which comes under carbohydrates. Now this gene in the pea plants, it has two alleles. It has two alleles. So these two alleles, they are capital B and small b. So these are the two alleles of this gene. Now this allele, which is dominant, right? So this is a dominant allele and this is a recessive allele. Now this allele, it controls it produces the large grain particles, right? So large grain size, grain means the particles, starch particles, they are called grains. So large grain size is controlled by this dominant gene, capital B. Small b is a recessive gene which controls small grain size. Now, in the homozygous condition, with respect to these two alleles. So first condition we will consider this is homozygous condition. So this is homozygous dominant because both the genes here, they are dominant. So in this case, what should be the phenotype? So the phenotype is large grain size or large starch grains or particles are produced in the seeds. In another homozygous condition, so this is also a homozygous condition but it is recessive. So this is homozygous recessive. In this case, small grain size is produced. Another condition is the heterozygous condition. So first two are homozygous and this is heterozygous. Now in heterozygous condition, one dominant, one recessive gene is present. So what should be the grain size here? So here the grain size is not large. It is intermediate or medium. So, in this heterozygous condition, intermediate or medium grain size is produced. So, starch grains, they are of medium size in heterozygous condition. Why they are medium? Because this dominant gene is incompletely dominant over recessive gene. So, this controls large, this controls small. In case of incomplete dominance, the starch grain size will not be large, will not be small, but it will be medium. So medium starch grain size is produced. So this shows how incomplete dominance takes place, right? With respect to starch grain size in the seeds of pea plants. So we have discussed second example of incomplete dominance. Earlier was Camphragm, second one is the seeds of pea plants. After this, we shall consider codominance. So, codominance can be explained with the help of Codominance can be explained with the help of ABO blood group system in man. Now see, blood groups in man, they are A, B, AB and O. These blood groups are called A, B, AB and O mainly because of antigens. Mainly because of antigens. So antigens are a type of proteins which are produced on the RBC membrane. And these antigens, they are of two types, A and B. Based on these, blood groups can be called as A, B, AB and O. So the gene for antigen is denoted as I, right? So capital I, it is here capital I indicates isoagglutinogen, right? This I indicates isoagglutinogen, that is antigen. So the gene for antigen is denoted as capital I. Now this gene capital I, it has 3 alleles. So this gene I, it has 3 alleles. They are IA, IB and IO, or simply small I. So I will call it as IO. So IA, IB and IO. These are the 3 alleles of this gene I. Now, here IA is a dominant allele. IA is a dominant allele. Similarly, IB is also a dominant allele. IO, it is a recessive allele. So, out of 3 alleles, the first two are dominant alleles, and the last one is a recessive allele. Now, when IA and IO are present together, IA is dominant over IO because one is dominant, one is recessive. Similarly, when IB and IO are present together, IB will be dominant over IO. So here both IA and IB are dominant over IO. When IA and IB are present together, so a condition where IA and IB are present together, what will happen? So in this case, this is the dominant gene, right? This is the dominant gene for antigen A. This is the dominant gene for antigen B. Both are dominant genes. When both these genes are present together, both are expressed. So IA is not dominant over IB. IB is not dominant over IA. So here both are expressed. So what should be the phenotype here when both are expressed? The phenotype is this. The blood group of a person will be AB. So this condition is called codominance. So codominance is exhibited by these 2 alleles, IA and IB. When these 2 alleles, the dominant alleles, when they are present together, both are expressed. This is called codominance. The next we will consider the blood groups and their different genotypes. So the first column is the blood groups and the second column is the genotypes. So blood group A will have how many genotypes? So these are the two possible genotypes of blood group A. So it is IA or IAIO. If the first genotype is present, then the blood group will be A. If second genotype is present, where one is the dominant gene, another one is a recessive gene. So in this case, the blood group will be only A, because IA is dominant over IO. In case of blood group B, so in case of blood group B, these are the two possible genotypes, IB and IBIO. If the blood group is AB, you have a genotype called IB for blood group AB. If the blood group is O, in case of blood group O, the genotype will be IO and IO. So these are the possible genotypes of all the blood groups in man. So here it is homozygous condition. This will be a heterozygous condition. This is homozygous. This is heterozygous. This is heterozygous. So this is heterozygous dominant condition. Both recessive genes and similar genes. So it is homozygous but recessive. So based on this, you may expect certain problems, right? Problems on the blood groups. So we shall discuss few examples of blood group problems in man. So this is one simple example or one problem. If father and mother belong to blood group A, what are the blood groups of children? So how to calculate this now? So father is having blood group A. So here we have to write the genotypes. So father may have these genotypes. Now if consider mother, so mother will also have these genotypes. So those are the genotypes now of both the parents. So first we shall consider homozygous condition for both father and mother. So the first set of genotypes, they indicate the homozygous. Here, this is the homozygous condition. Even this is the homozygous condition, right? In case of homozygous condition, only one type of gametes are produced. All gametes will have this dominant gene IA. Same thing here also, right? So this will produce, father will produce gametes having dominant allele IA. Mother will also produce gametes having dominant allele IA. So we shall solve this for homozygous condition. So for homozygous condition, so in the Punnett square, so we have taken 2 male gametes and 2 female gametes, 2 into 2, 4, so we get the 4 offsprings. So we shall fuse these gametes now. So by fusing the gametes, we have got these genotypes, 4 genotypes of offsprings. If this is the genotype IA, then the blood group will be A. So here also A and A. So all children will have blood group A when both father and mother are homozygous, if they are homozygous for blood group A. Next, we shall consider for heterozygous condition. So, for heterozygous condition, if father is heterozygous, he will produce how many types of gametes? So, 2 types of gametes. 50% gametes will have a dominant gene IA, and 50% gametes will have a recessive gene IO. Same thing with the mother. 50% gametes IA and 50% gametes IO. So we shall substitute these gametes on the Punnett square to obtain the genotypes of offsprings. Right? So these are the gametes, male and female. Now we shall fuse these gametes to obtain the genotypes of offsprings. So we shall get something like this. Now these are the 4 genotypes. So I will tell you how I have got this. This male gamete is fused with this female gamete. So male gamete fused with this female gamete, you get this. Right? So same way we have done like that. Now for example this male gamete is fused with this. This male gamete is fused with this. So you get this genotype. This is fused with this, you get this. This is fused with this, you get this. Right? Always a dominant allele or dominant gene is written first. So this is a dominant allele and this is a recessive allele. Right? So we get this. Now based on these genotypes, now we can easily write the phenotypes. So here the phenotype is A, means the blood group controlled by these alleles will be A. Here the phenotype, so this is genotype. So the phenotype is A. Here the phenotype, that is blood group, will be A. In this case, both are recessive alleles which control O. So here blood group will be O. Right? So the blood groups of children, therefore, the blood groups of children will be A or O. So blood groups of children will be A or O when parents are heterozygous. So in homozygous condition, all children will have blood group A. In heterozygous condition, there is possibility of 2 blood groups, A or O. So this is how you have to solve the problems which are based on the blood groups. We shall take one more example here. So this is another problem. If father belongs to blood group O, mother belongs to blood group AB, then what are the blood groups of children? So again, we shall write like this. So father belongs to O. So what is the genotype of father? So this is the genotype of father. Mother belongs to blood group AB. Mother belongs to blood group AB. So this is the genotype of mother. So we have got the genotypes. In case of O, this is the genotype of father. In case of AB, this is the genotype of mother. Now father will produce gametes. All gametes will have a recessive allele I-O, one type of gametes. Mother is heterozygous. Always remember, heterozygous organisms produce two types of gametes. So here 50% gametes will have a dominant gene IA and another 50% gametes will have a dominant gene IB. So two types of gametes are produced here. So we shall substitute these gametes in the Punnett square to obtain the genotypes of the children. So this is the Punnett square. This symbol indicates male, this symbol indicates female. Male gametes, female gametes. So what are the male gametes here now? Male gametes will have a recessive gene I-O. Female gametes, two types, 50% gametes IA and 50% gametes will have IB. So fuse these gametes and you will obtain the genotypes of children. So we shall write the genotypes here. So these are the genotypes of children. Now you can easily write the phenotypes. So what should be the phenotypes here now? So here the phenotype is blood group A, here it is blood group A, here it is blood group B, here it is blood group B. Fine. So therefore blood groups of children will be therefore the blood groups of children will be A or B, right? So the children of these parents may have either blood group A or blood group B. Understood? So like this you can solve the genetic problems which are based on the